Retirement is not in my vocabulary. They aren't going to get rid of me that way. I think older women still have a full life. I have no regrets at all. None. I consider myself to be the luckiest old broad on 2 feet. I may be a senior, but so what? I'm still hot. People say, but Betty, Facebook is a great way to connect with old friends. Well, at my age, if I want to connect with old friends, I need an Ouija board. My mother always used to say, the older you get, the better you get. Retirement is not in my vocabulary. They aren't going to get rid of me that way. I think older women still have a full life. I have no regrets at all. None. I consider myself to be the luckiest old broad on 2 feet. I may be a senior, but so what? I'm still hot. People say, but Betty, Facebook is a great way to connect with old friends. Well, at my age, if I want to connect with old friends, I need an Ouija board. My mother always used to say, the older you get, the better you get. My philosophy for staying young is to act bubbly every day, drink bubbly every birthday. You know people who are already saying, I'm going to be 30, oh, what am I going to do? Well, use that decade. Use them all. Everybody needs a passion. That's what keeps life interesting. If you live without passion, you can go through life without leaving any footprints. You're never too old for anything. Does desire melt away with age? I'm waiting for that day to come. I'm a teenager trapped. The best thing about being in your 90s is you spoiled rotten. Everybody spoils you like mad, and they treat you with such respect because you're old. Little do they know, you haven't changed. You haven't changed in the brain. You're just 90 every place else. Don't try to be young. Just open your mind. Stay interested in stuff. There are so many things I won't live long enough to find out about, but I'm still curious about them. Animals don't lie. Animals don't criticize. You can always tell about somebody by the way they put their hands on an animal. When I'm around animals, I don't pay attention to people. Animal lover that I am, a cougar I am not. I stayed in show business to pay for my animal business. Laughter keeps everyone feeling wonderful. Doing drama is, in a sense, easier. In doing comedy, if you don't get that laugh, there's something wrong. If one has no sense of humor, one is in trouble. Humor is like music. It's a rhythm, and you just kind of get the rhythm of it, and you have to know not to let the beat go too long, but to leave a beat in there for it to gel, you know. It's fun once in a while to do a serious part, but I really enjoy doing comedy because I love to laugh. Well, I mean, if a joke or humor is bawdy, it's got to be funny enough to warrant it. You can't just have it bawdy or dirty just for the sake of being that, it's got to be funny. I just laugh. I know it sounds corny, but I try to see the funny side and the upside, not the downside. I get bored with people who complain about this or that. It's such a waste of time. The audience today has heard every joke. They know every plot. It's much more competitive now because the audience is so much more, I want to say, sophisticated. I just make it my business to get along with people so I can have fun. It's that simple. I just care what kind of a decent human being you are. It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find humor in our everyday lives. And sometimes it can be a lifesaver. I love words. Sudoku I don't get into, I'm not into numbers that much, and there are people who are hooked on that. But crossword puzzles, I just can't. If I get a puppy and I paper train him and I put the, if all of a sudden I'd open the paper. If you're walking with your lady on the sidewalk, I still like to see a man walking street side to protect the lady from traffic. I grew up with that, and I hate to see something like that get lost. I still like to see a man opens the door. I like those touches of chivalry that are fast disappearing. I don't seem to require a lot of sleep. If I get 4-5 good hours, I'm fine. But sleeping is sort of dull. There's a lot of other good stuff that you can do without just lying. If everyone took personal responsibility for their animals, we wouldn't have a lot of the animal problems that we do. I'm a big spay and neuter supporter. Don't have babies if you're not going to take care of those babies. We don't need more. We just need to take care of the ones we have. Take responsibility and breathe kindness. I've enjoyed the opposite sex a lot. Always have. Always will. I like double entendre because then the people who get it enjoy it, and the people who don't get it